Welcome back. Today we're going to look at the Kiro Autonomous Agent. Just a very brief intro. A few weeks ago, AWS announced the availability of that agent. I was able to test that, and it's pretty exciting to see how actually the agent can code while you're sleeping. So have a look. The way that you interact with the agent, as you can see, you start from the Kiro.dev website. Here you can see the explanation of what the agent actually does, but it's always boring to read all of the marketing stuff. Let's dive into it. I have fortunately access to the agent, so I'm able to sign in. When I signed in, I can now see the overview, and as you can see, I can interact with the agent with the agent in the same way that I would do that from the IDE. What I have done in order to make sure that this works is I've set up a GitHub connection, and connecting the user then allows me to actually directly interact with all of my repositories that I have been given access to. You can also, as you can see, add some additional MCP servers, define environment variables, or add secrets that will be available to your agent. As you can see, also I can configure some network settings. I'm not able to host the agents in my account right now, the executors of that, but as you can see, I've already been playing around. One of the things that is pretty cool is that I am able to interact with multiple repositories. So the way that I can do that is I can, as an example, select, let's go with I don't know, with two repositories, right? That I've been implementing it. I've been working on NexusShare as one of the most common ones, and I can now ask a question about these repositories. What do these repositories have in common? Please analyze and print a report. Don't create code. Now this is boring if it is only one, and if it is only two repositories, but you can now interact throughout multiple repositories in the future. Another thing that the Kiro Autonomous Agent does is it adds some memory, so that means it gets to know Johannes as a person and as a way of developing. Now, in this example, the agent is now going to set up its own environment, and it's going to try to look out and find out what's going on. While this one is doing, you can go ahead and do whatever you want. So let's look at another task that has already been implemented. And one thing that I did a bit earlier was I asked it to connect my NexusShare with an URL shortener that I've built. And as you can see, the agent was able to read information. The agent was able to understand what I wanted it to do. And at the end, it was able to bring up a pull request. And this pull request will then actually be the one that I will be interacting with on a general basis, right? I will be giving feedback to that. But the ideal output of a task that is being executed, right, is one or multiple repositories that are then being actually one or more pull requests that you can then actually only merge. And as you can see, I'm on the wrong GitHub account, so let's switch over to the correct one, and you will now see, well, in this example, the agent has now changed a few files to get statistics for the URL shortener. And if I switch over here as well, you will see that hopefully the user, the pull request, also has information around the analytics that we need to add in order to be able to capture that. And as you can see, there's some explanation around it as well. Now I, as a user, have the possibility to give feedback either on the pull request, or I can follow up here on the agent itself, and that's what I will do. As you can see, there was an error. This is in preview, so don't be shocked. There is going to be some glitches and errors, but the team is very responsive on feedback. So I'm hoping that as you get access and you start testing this, you will find this useful. For me, it gives me the possibility to give the agents tasks, things to do while I do something else, like playing with my son or having fun. So maybe that's something that you want to have a look on as well. Thanks for watching. Let me know what other things you're interested in. I can go into details. Let me know in the comments. Bye bye.